Hey guys, today I'm going to do something I don't usually do, and I promise I'll be quick. It'll be a small tutorial. We're going to create a sky map from an AI generated image. Godot uses a sphere for its celestial mapping, so we will need an image that is equirectangular, which is a type of rectangular texture map that is distorted in a way that makes it look seamless when you project it onto a sphere as opposed to a box or a cylinder. I've made a few for my game, and I made this one today in just a few minutes. Let me show you how. First, I prompted something along the lines of ominous sky with storm clouds and distant mountain ranges and things like that into this random AI image generator, the first one that popped up on Google. It's called aitubo.ai, whatever. And I got this. And it's not the best, but I guess it'll do for this tutorial. The image quality is low grade, as you can see, because I didn't want to pay for the upscale. I'll deal with that later. Before you generate the image, it's important to set the dimensions to CinemaScope or 2:1 pixel aspect ratio, because you'll need this wide-angle cinematic shot for this technique to work. Okay, so let's hop over to Photoshop. I'll be using Photoshop for this one, but you can also use GIMP. It has the required features too. First, duplicate the layer, grab one of them and flip it horizontally. So edit, transform, flip horizontal, select the top layer and click here to put a mask on it. Select the gradient tool and with the mask selected, draw a gradient from one of the sides. And the reason you want to do that is it will make it easier to stitch the sides together seamlessly later. Okay, I think this looks good enough. Now merge the layers and again create a backup copy. Select the top layer, head over to Filter, Distort, Polar Coordinates. I don't remember exactly where polar coordinates are in GIMP, but they are there, so you'll find them. Anyway, select rectangular to polar and hit OK. Now if you zoom in on the center of the image, you'll see that the sky looks pinched and you don't want that, so you can either smudge it or, as I prefer to do it, you can select the spot healing brush tool. Make sure that the brush is soft, so hardness is all the way down up here, and type is set to content aware, and then just click a few times here and there. You can also click here on the seam to make it look less mirrored. Okay, this will do. Now let's unwrap the image. So filter, distort, polar coordinates, but this time we'll do polar to rectangular, so the other way around. Now, it doesn't look like much has happened, but trust me, things have happened. If you want the ground, so the bottom part of the image, to also be equirectangular, you have to flip the image upside down and basically repeat the procedure. So let's do that. Flip the layer upside down, then filter, distort, polar coordinates, rectangular to polar, hit OK. Fix the middle pinch with the spot healing brush tool, like so. And unwrap, so filter, distort, polar coordinates, polar to rectangular, upside down again, boom. Now, before jumping to Godot, let me stylize the image just a little bit because it's so pixelated it'll look ridiculous when we stretch it over the sky dome in Godot. So I'll go filter, stylize, oil paint. Okay, I guess this is good enough. Of course, if you are doing this for high quality effect, you need to make sure to have a high resolution image. The other thing is, if you want to use the sky for light emission, for example, in Godot, you'd better convert it to 32 bits before you export. Okay, so go Image, Mode, 32 bits per channel, and flatten. And you're done. Now just save it as an OpenEXR, which is a 32-bit format that Godot can read. And let's hop over to Godot. Now this sure looks familiar, right? Start a 3D scene, add an environment node, set background mode to sky, create new sky. For sky material, set Panorama sky material and drop your EXR file into the Panorama slot here. And that's all there is to it. Now clearly we could have done a better job with the healing brush on the seam here, so you can go back and repeat that step if you want. But still, it doesn't look bad for a 5-minute job, right? Especially if you add some water, some GI reflections, and maybe some other environmental stuff. Things are kind of starting to look okay. Right, hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on X, formerly Twitter, for updates on my game projects, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.